what's up, guys?
Let's see who can take this first set to the grand final.
Yeah, Yo, what's up, guys? Your favorite YouTuber, and today I'm gonna live right now, and yeah. And I'm excited for watching this. I don't know what they're doing, and it's 11-18, and yeah. So,
I mean, like in a normal, traditional match, I don't know if we would have seen a comeback like that, but Icesnacks using the items to his full advantage. Not like that, of course. It was incredible stuff from Icesnacks. Remember, the pitfall now, as he's just thrown down, is in the middle of the stage. Seth will have to be very careful to not land on it so he doesn't get grounded and get hit by a super strong smash attack.
All right. We're back to a little bit of a neutral
you guys
setting.
Are so hyped.
See Seth retreating, kind of playing the platforms a little bit, not getting too antsy. See the smash ball makes the appearance, always going to draw the eye, and Rob can really knock it around with those multi-hits. And I think Seth got his hands on it though. Yeah, okay.
Yes, he did. We've got the Yoshi Stampede on deck. If Seth is able to make it back, he is. He has the final smash, and Icesnacks is just going to create that distance. Doesn't want to get too close. Seth going to try to find his way in. Looks like Icesnacks is going to bring it to him, and he's going to get punished by this horde of Yoshi.
Oh my goodness, it's steam right out of the Lion King, and it hurts just as much. I'm sorry.
The whole gang is here. You can see Icesnacks losing that first stock, trying to come back strong, trying to get that first stock off of Seth as well. But Seth just firing back with these uppers.
Everyone's excited, and
really, it'll come at 12 o'clock. Putting them so far ahead, but no lead is necessarily safe.
Too loud.
It hurts just as much. I'm sorry.
The whole gang is here. You can see Icesnacks losing that
first stage controller just diving off, throwing caution to the wind.
You can see him
Take a quick pause in the action in the northeast region between Seth and Icesnacks and let you guys know during this viewing you might see a little bit of a slowdown or buffering, but do not worry, the players aren't seeing that. That's not affecting them, and that will not affect the VODs afterwards. Of course, a lot of levers and pullers being switched right now, and you take a look at the first two matches between Seth and Icesnacks, and Toph, game two, a huge comeback is what we saw right there.
Yeah, that I mean that last moment, so Icesnacks was at 201%. That's when a lot of Yoshi's moves would just outright KO, and he got the Dragoon, which is like one of, I mean, far and away one of the most. Because you saw
today.
Was at 0%.
I have my phone, and it's almost low bat, but
you're pretty much gone at 0%.
So
40 damage.
I'm just going to wait.
And that is just about one of the biggest ways you can swing a match.
In Vicky game 3, we saw Seth come out really early with Yoshi, use a lot of combos to rack up that damage, but then that smash ball, things get frantic.
Yeah, Seth opened up the game from basically taking Icesnacks from 0 to 80%, and the battle of the smash ball at the very end, they're both players using multi-hitting moves to try to snag that smash ball, but of course, it's so tricky when your opponent manages to take it right underneath you.
Yeah, it's that balance of using the items and of course the core game.
No idea what to do.
The northeast region with EE and Coney to continue the action.
Kamaru coming out, holding him in place so Seth can hit him with that forward smash. Excellent synergy there. Seth with 132%, but still has 3 stocks. Icesnacks is going to need yet another miracle to be able to come back again.
I was kind of thinking another heroin comeback is going to be exactly what Icesnacks needs. It could all begin with that up smash right on the mark, and then we got Go-Go. He's going to come and maybe try and plow through a little bit.
Yeah, we have 3 Pokeballs there.
Is that Eevee as well? Oh my goodness.
We have Eevee, Go-Go, and that other one on the bottom. Can't quite see with the camera, but you've got 3 of them right here.
That smash right on the mark, and then we got Go-Go in the field. He's going to come and maybe try and plow through a little bit.
Yeah, we have 3 Pokeballs there.
Is that Eevee as well? Oh my goodness.
We have Eevee, Go-Go, and that other one. What that does is it reverses your control. So if you use it, it's kind of like a fire flower which shoots out spores. But if Seth isn't careful, his controls are going to be all reversed. He might jump off into the blast zone. He has to know. Yeah, you can see him going in the right direction. I think it could be a little confusing here. Right here. We have 3 Pokeballs there. Yeah, we have Eevee, Go-Go, and that other one around. Now, what love Icesnacks is going to be a little confusing here. Trying to tease with it. Finally, the guided Robo Beam is going to come out. Seth trying to create distance, but he can't do it. He gets caught by it, and Icesnacks might be able to do this again.
And he did it at the perfect time because in that situation,
trying to tease with it. Finally, the guided Robo Beam is going to come out. Seth trying to create distance, but he can't do it. He gets caught by it, and Icesnacks might be able to do this again. He's been so diligent, so good with these items. Looks like he plays with them all the time. He knows exactly how to use them to his advantage. And the Gust Bellows are out. He gets caught by it, and Icesnacks might be able to do this again.
It's so difficult. But so topsy-turvy. A mind of its own right now.
Ooh, that up smash from Seth, that was exactly what he needed, but just slightly mistimed. If he did pull the trigger on that, so good with these items. Down the game, but Icesnacks staying alive even here.
This is absolutely insane. Coming down to the wire again. Okay, don't put your shield up when he's around, all right? He'll crack it quick.
Be very careful, Mr. Saturn, of course, known for not being exactly what he needed, but just slightly staying alive even here. Hit.
It's great, though. Oh my goodness, that's such a false finish. Don't put your shield up when he's around, all right? He'll crack it quick.
Very careful, Mr. Saturn, of course, known for not being I would not be staying alive even here. Hit.
It's great, though.
That deep side relief for his troubles. And Seth is going to be our first victor in today's event.
And I don't blame him for going. It was a little bit of a mix-up, right? Because you saw him kind of hit the two-step first before coming back. But unfortunately, Seth had enough time to get that shield up and then just punish accordingly. Simple forward smash, and at that point, crack it quick. It's crazy. I know he's not going to be able to survive.
And that was the one time that he went for it. The arm rotor is such a strong kit in Rob's arsenal.
Especially when he got him off stage.
Is going to be our first victor.
It looked like Seth had enough time to get that shield and then just punish accordingly.
Icesnacks didn't want to use it too much. You saw there, and it's extremely punishable if they do block the entire thing. So Yoshi, Seth with that forward smash going to.
Okay, so I'm dying right now. Help me.
Oh, absolutely, man. And the thing that kind of is rattling me, if that's just the opener, man, imagine when we get the grand finals we're going to see, right? That's just kind of the thing that really
is punishable if they do block the entire thing. So Yoshi, Seth with that forward smash.
Congratulations to Icesnacks, did terrific. Is going to be your victor.
So we've got the final, and meanwhile we've got another match coming up for you guys very shortly. It's going to be Wisdom against Uno, as we said before. Uno, known player.
I want new characters.
A lot before out of Pennsylvania playing Inkling. Meanwhile, Wisdom, a known Duck Hunt player, used to use Duck Hunt back in Super Smash Bros. 4. Still sticking with the character even now. It's going to be Wisdom against Uno.
We're kind of looking at the list of who are qualified throughout this particular qualifier.
I saw that Duck Hunt. I want new characters. Hey guys. I'm watching Super Smash Brothers. You should watch it, please. Voting? I want new characters. Hey guys. I'm watching Super Smash Brothers. You should watch it, please. Yeah, he's voting for me. Shout out to one new character. Hey guys. I'm watching Super Smash Brothers. You should watch it. Look at this banner. There's Mario in here. Sonic, Cloud.
I think Duck Hunt is the perfect character.
Goku.
He has so many projectiles of his own. Mixing items into the equation. Many things, maybe even a wonky stage or two. Say we're still. I'm
watching a Sonic, Cloud.
Okay, so what can happen?
Goku.
Interested to see what stages we get and how that kind of interacts with Duck Hunt's normal strat. So what Duck Hunt wants to do is set up these projectiles and traps to try to zone off parts of the stage and try to create these unsafe areas.
Yeah, that's
good enough.
Go on Windows. Go on OBS Studio and then
zone off parts of the stage and try to create these unsafe areas.
But like I said, when you throw final items, a few little wonky stages.
Go on OBS Studio, like that one that looks like this one.
now.
Oh, shit.
I'm all in. I'm all in.
So let's take a look
Like
at
the OBS Studio, and then going OBS
Yeah, I know. I was going to say, what's the
Studio,
moving on
like
to the grand finals. Meanwhile, Wisdom against Uno coming up for you guys very shortly. Going to be Duck Hunt against Inkling, as far as we know, of course.
Yeah.
You guys do have different characters, I'm sure. Once you get to this level, you can play so many characters.
You know what?
at a high
I'm
level,
just
like we were
going
talking about before,
to
Seth utilizing Inkling in many of his matches to get here, and then switching off to Yoshi.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And you know, I think the main thing about that is, you know, when I go into a competition, a competitive field like this, I kind of, you know, you kind of want to stick to maybe one or two characters you're comfortable with. But even though we do have to spread on who they use throughout those first 9 rounds, we don't really been practicing
so
sets,
I
right?
can
You know what
watch
I mean? Like, Piranha Plant is on the table. I just want to throw that out there.
I would
All right,
love
Plant
to see
Gang,
it.
I know you're there. Hashtag it, boys. I'm with you.
So
Plant Gang in the chat. Dude, I have not seen much Piranha Plant at all. Such an exciting new character to the roster. Plays unlike anything else in the game's history. And when I look at him, I can't really wrap my head around the moveset because I can see how all the elements move sort of individually, but in conjunction.
Oh, who put Petey Piranha here?
It's such and this is one of those times where I really love to be able to like pick the mind of
another Petey Piranha.
Have like a nice lunch.
Exactly.
I think it'll be
You
a
know what I'm saying? Not only like the decision to include this character, but then like the moveset, everything that went into him, that really has just kind of. I think a lot of people saw the character as like a little bit of a joke at first, but like this Plant Gang movement is real, and a lot of people are really putting a lot of effort into this character, and I'm really excited to see what he potentially do.
Yeah.
If he does make an appearance throughout any of these qualifiers, I'll be watching.
That is what I need.
I'm hoping to see it. We'll have to see if either of these guys will bust them out. Of course, we're expecting Duck Hunt and Inkling. Still a very exciting matchup, especially with these two players that we have, the caliber of player. Keep in mind, these guys had to go through, I think, 9 matches to get here. 9 rounds,
man. That's pretty intense.
It's a lot of players.
Yeah, and I mean, you have to have a lot of consistency to do that too, because we look at some of the folks who actually got eliminated in rounds like round 6, round 7, and we knew a couple of those names. Like those were no slouches, and it really goes to show you, like, you know, a new game. There's some new. And you can ill afford to sleep on anybody.
That's what I'm so excited to see is with the new game.
So guys, I was
fresh
just
blood,
watching
talent come in and just really take the game by storm. We
remember I was playing Akinator?
And I think this is a new frontier for players to really make their mark. And I'm hoping that in this tournament we're a lot of that with people that we haven't necessarily heard before, or at least haven't heard much from.
Waiting for anybody so they can join my
where you can go from
Smash Brothers
like you can really kind of stake your claim to, you know what, hey, you know, I'm really good. You know, I might
the
not be able
Smash
to
Brothers game is like this game that it comes out, and then it just started at Nintendo 64.
As far as like who's gonna go all the way. Winner trip to PAX East, which I'm really excited about. Like over the stretch, who we're gonna see really come from. A lot of those names we're gonna be familiar with, and be like, oh man, you know, these guys, I remember that guy.
Be gentle or something.
It's just like, it's really exciting to just think about all of it.
Definitely, we're going to have our finals at PAX East. This is the first online event qualifier final that you're going to see. We're going to have 2 more in the near future, but this is the very first one, so we're going to see what comes out. And also keep in mind, we're just the Northeast region. We've got more matches coming for you guys from all over the U.S. We've got Southeast, Southwest, Northwest, just all over the place. Don't go anywhere.
So there was Ash in there, right here, beside Pikachu. That's Carlos. Oh yeah, Rio.
Number 1 already completed. It saw Seth advancing over
whoever that is, and I know that's Link.
Uno and Wisdom, which it looks like. As we take another look at the.
Oh yeah, Tekken over there.
3 matches. The third one.
I don't know the rest of them. Yeah.
Who do you got, man? If you're
nice
really
banner,
if breaking this
gamer
down, analyze,
at Rex Series.
I think the obvious pick would be Inkling. I think that's kind of the character. Even like during the demos, when we were able to play a lot of the demos, that character really drew the eye of a lot of people. New character, new way to play, just his own kind of mechanics and stuff like that. And just honestly, just as strong as you would have imagined, right? Like those demos were not a tease. This is a very, you know, respected and strong character. Is Inkling, but Duck Hunt is the wild card in this bracket, and I cannot sleep on.
Yeah, Duck Hunt is really the wild card in pretty much any instance. And what I'm interested to see is that Inkling, of course, is a very strong character, very speedy, very quick attacks, but can be a little susceptible.
Guys, I'm not playing Roblox,
that can kind of create this wall, this zone. And Duck Hunt really excels in that space, especially with the use of that trick shot.
If that
comes out at the right time, it's really going to punish Inkling for going for these errant approaches. approaches here.
Oh, why am I watching that?
Off here. Ooh, Uno with a good choice of color palette.
Ooh,
as we start off on Frigate Orpheon, this is your stage.
Oh, I love this stage. I
It's
love
just
the
so
campaign on this stage
favorite.
forever. Loved it in Raw. Glad to see it back in Smash
should
Ultimate
have
Full
it.
Effect. And it is going to be an
My
interesting
phone's so
showdown.
bad.
You see Wisdom already left to take one side of the stage. But as I say it, actually kind of going in a little bit. Maybe not going to rely on that zoning strategy. Or honestly, on this stage, it might not be quite as effective as something like a Smashville or a Battlefield.
You can definitely
Oh,
see
yeah,
that the
don't
stage
look at
is
my
a little
button.
bit smaller. It doesn't seem like it just because, you know, you've got the platforms everywhere.
Exactly.
But Guile is out to play. You can see him with that super jump coming back. And keep in mind, you can knock him off the stage.
Which
but
I'm glad to see
good
Uno
luck trying.
utilize.
Good luck trying.
You got to pay him the proper amount of respect.
Yeah.
Is he actually? I didn't know you
Look,
could
he's
ink him up.
using it.
I did not know you could ink Guile up. That's funny. I did not know that.
Yeah, he does not
look
look
at my
too deterred by that ink as we have the Dragoon piece coming out here. There's a splat roller into the up smash from Uno, killing exceptionally early. I'm really surprised that was able to KO off the top.
I too am a little surprised. Honestly, if it catches you off guard, there's two things that kind of go into that. One, you might not be prepared to mash as quickly as you need to, and another is maybe your DI is not quite on point. Right?
We have to only
taking an early advantage here. And
That's
it's
America,
coming
so
out.
Yeah, and Uno didn't really go for it. I'm a little surprised. He just kind of let Wisdom fight it off of him. Gonna use that super jump to make it back to the ledge. He's got Inkling Jab, which does an insane amount of damage, and also guys, when the ink is on the opponent, they actually take increased damage from all attacks. Have to see how Uno utilizes that in his play.
Pretty much that's all Inkling's arsenal is full of too, like designed to just ink you up while tacking on damage and making things that much more difficult. So really have to kind of approach this character with a thought process behind it. You know, you can't just, I feel like Inkling's just one of those characters you can't just rush in, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And we did touch on the fact that he does struggle when you're able to just kind of zone him out. Oh my goodness! Are we bringing the posse through? Oh yes, we are. NES Zapper posse coming through. This dog don't walk himself, all right? Unhooked off the leash and going off. Let's get it.
The whole posse coming out. Now, Uno was at 144%, which was very high anyway. But Wisdom trying to chain that final smash into this
what's
Dragoon.
happening?
Uno trying to fight his way around, but he will get struck by the Dragoon. Exactly what Wisdom needed.
I love, dude, the Dragoon has been the MVP throughout 2 matches so far. Really cannot sleep on that. That has got to be the best item you could possibly imagine.
Oh yeah, so good.
Snorlax, that big body, both players able to evade it on the right side. And Uno trailing as Wisdom enjoying this rather healthy lead, honestly.
Yeah, and it looked a little suspect at the start of the Wisdom did get hit by that splat roller into the up smash combo very early, so we weren't sure how he was going to fare, but it does look like Uno
I'm
has
already
sort
on
of fallen
Google,
prey
so
to his tricks into
on
the
this
Super
computer.
Scope is out, but it's going to get blocked by the trick shot. The Wild Gunman is out, and his pants are down. He's going to get knocked off the field very shortly. Another up smash from Uno, and we've got a one-stock game.
That we do. That's been his
So
go-to, and yet again able to get
So
himself
how's
back.
everyone doing?
And he catches it at the very last minute, but able to break and escape. So not going to be locked down by that for too long. Uno, though, the percent starting to build in Wisdom. The confidence has got to be there. The trick shot putting on some pressure and keeping his ground in this center stage state, not making anything easy for Uno.
92% Uno. On Inkling, a character that can rack up damage exceptionally quick. And there's the final smash. Uno, knowing that's what he needed, but what happened to Wisdom? I was watching Uno.
Wait a minute, the duck jump failing? What?
Is that what happened? I was watching Uno. I was looking at him hitting the smash, but I didn't even see what happened to Wisdom.
I saw him duck jump to recover, and it's almost like somebody just clipped his wings. I'm sorry.
Did he air dodge? Or did he?
It didn't seem like he air dodge. I'm not sure what happened there.
Is that what happened? I was watching Uno. I was looking at him hitting the smash, but I didn't even see what happened to Wisdom.
I can't believe that's how he made to recover like crazy play. He got the final smash to hit, got the Dragoons, took first.
Is that Josh from Sidemen or Zerka?
It seemed like everything was going his way to take that first game, and then just the most unfortunate of mishaps spell an untimely end to that last and crucial stock. So that's going to give Uno, he's going to steal that game, honestly. Wow.
Yeah, and you hate to see something like that happen,
really
but
do.
I mean, you got to talk about nerves on this big stage as you get to the end of this tournament, wondering if Wisdom accidentally hit a misinput, something like that. We're going to Pokemon Stadium 2 for this next game.
All right, well, we'll see if maybe Wisdom can kind of change his luck That first game, I mean, you know, it really sucks when you kind of get in a situation like that, but really what determines somebody's nerve, the heart of a champion, is how you respond to that, how you respond to that adversity, overcome it, and take it to a game 3, which I'm sure everybody is eager to see. This Duck Hunt has not disappointed, just had a little bit of a fluff towards the end, but Uno, he is absolutely moving right now.
He's got the go-go out, and that healing sprout is just ticking away. As you can see, it really gets stuck on your character, and with every tick, it takes away 1 or 2%. I think it's like 1.5, 1.6. You can see it paying dividends for Uno, who lost, I think, about 20 or 30% off that, but it still looks like Uno with firm control of this game thus far.
I know it's too laggy, but
really determined to go ahead and get that final smash activated. There it is.
That's the killer whale.
Killer whale, yes, I love that move.
But
back
the problem, the problem though is that
So,
it's just not as easily utilized as something like the NES Zapper Posse like we saw before.
Exactly.
Excellent double clay pigeon coming out from Wisdom. But as we saw, it's really one of those moves that kind of grabs you right in front of them. It looks like Inkling has to set up the final smash in a good spot and put it exactly where they need it, which requires a little bit more strategy as he falls victim to that down smash.
That down smash was right on cue, and we're going to see Wisdom enjoy a slight lead. See how far he can. Let me try to retreat a little bit. I love it. Okay, Uno trying to keep him locked down. Not able to get the follow-up. He's looking for off the up.
Yeah, trying to use that splat roller. Find his way in, get this kill on Wisdom. Inkling can be a character that struggles to kill in a lot of instances, especially trying to get through this wall that Wisdom is putting up. But keep in mind, Uno does have 2 pieces of the Dragoon. I don't think
I'm a
he'll want to use it now. I think he wants to get the first, then use it. If I'm not mistaken, I think I saw it on the left. Yeah, Wisdom catching the same thing, and he's going to get that piece.
Okay. Got it well in hand. Now for Uno, honestly, would not try and force the issue too much. You're really at a percent where it's just going to take one solid blow to finish off this stock. And he's trying to look for a got him off stage, trying to apply the right amount of pressure. But the Dragoons, all right, he's not even playing any games. He said, I don't care about your percent. I just want the stock, and real quick, I'm going to take it.
As long as I can get rid of it, I can start working on the next one. Awesome stuff from Uno there. We're out to the next stock on Wisdom. Have to see how this one goes. Now, keep in mind, Inkling doing so much damage, racking it up very quickly, especially from these grab combos.
All right.
Oh, and now we've got another situation.
Don't be deceived. Don't be deceived. Yeah, that is the naughty one. You see, the stripes reversed. And now the correct one, Uno trying to track it down. Would love to get an opportunity to enjoy it. And he's just going to let that thing rip.
And he hit it on Wisdom, but Wisdom able to jump out. That final smash, not one of the stronger ones in the game, unfortunately.
I think the benefit to it, though, truly, Cody, is the fact that Inkling can act independently of it. So he can set it up, let it rip, and then go into battle and keep the combat going.
Absolutely. You can see another roller there. Uno knowing that he can't get the kill off it. Very smart. Hits the 4th.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Dude,
we see that Uno has 2 pieces of the Daybreak as well. It's sort of like the Dragoon. It requires a couple more pieces, though.
Like 5, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to assemble the whole thing as Wisdom now has a piece of his own.
It's 12 o'clock.
Like assemble Exodia, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot that goes into that particular one, but it is threatening nonetheless. As you see these guys separating a little bit, playing a tight neutral. Those projectiles of Wisdom aiding him a little bit, putting Uno maybe on the run. And there's an assist trophy. Let's see what he's going to get.
Wisdom knocking him away. Oh, and the ghosts are here. Inky, Pinky, Blinky, and Clyde have showed up. We can see just 2 of them on the stage right now. But you saw Pinky interfering. That's interference.
Pinky with the betrayal, man. And no refs to call pass interference on that one. Very unfortunate as we see the super jump going to get Uno back to the stage, but Wisdom hot on this trail.
And one thing to note is that Uno has no... Oh, no, the Daybreak has been assembled. But Wisdom shoots it in the wrong direction.
That was such a clutch air dodge to just keep himself out. You saw him drifted towards the left side, man.
Drink some water and
on an air dodge back, that could have been trouble. But look at that, just going to split the difference as they're tied up.
So what should I do on the third one?
Game 3 looming if Wisdom can close this one out.
You saw that self-destruct on the forward air as Uno went incredibly low
show you
to
with
try
my
to
hair,
close out that stock. Did get it. He's right now going for that final smash. Finally gets it, but no, Wisdom stole it from him with that trick shot. This is exactly what he needed.
And where's the posse at? He's waiting for it. Come on now. He's going to take his time, not trying to force the issue.
But keep in mind, he can't use the trick shot as long as he has this. He can't use the can just because it's the same input. Going to go ahead and chomp on those eggs real quick. Gain a little bit of percent. He's trying to find his right opening. I'm not sure if it will get the KO, this early.
That's what I'm thinking. He was kind of like being a little hesitant before the trigger. Wants to get that percent a little bit higher just to secure I think it will be the case now, and it looks like he's gonna bet everything. And oh my goodness, Snake Eyes not able to connect.
Very unfortunate. Just rolls right through it. Uno dodging into the ground.
Go down.
Has the Fire Flower now. You know he's counting his lucky stars as he's gonna get this damage off on Wisdom.
You almost gotta wonder if Wisdom is regretting the fact that he elected to just hold it for so long and let it kind of escape his grasp. But the second chance at life, it looks like Uno is not letting it go to waste. Smart of him to regenerate some of that ink, guide himself on the stage, and gets an assist trophy out there. That is my boy Spring-a-Ling out here, and he is swinging.
Springman arms is nice. He's gonna get that hit on Wisdom. Wisdom now has 2 opponents to try to think about. Springman going up. Uno getting the stock and takes the set from Wisdom 2-0.
Love the fact that Uno was so committed. He's like, I'm gonna go up, put some pressure after my man hit you with that quick haymaker. I'm coming out here too. All that pressure on the right side, just a little too much for Wisdom to overcome, and Uno will secure the win in that match 2-0.
Just a phenomenal use of the item there. So we saw that Springman was out, and he said, okay, Springman is going to patrol this ledge. I know he's got the ledge, so I'm going to go off. I'm going to try to get as much damage as I can, and Wisdom just falling prey to that. Those assist trophies can really make or break a match.
I'm telling you, man, and it kind of really coming in at almost the perfect time for that to be the case as we take a look at this bracket. And you already know, we saw Seth advance earlier, 2-1 over iSnacks, and this time Uno getting the 2-0 over Wisdom. So our grand finals are set. It's looking like we are going to see Yoshi taking on Inkling, and what is sure to be an amazing grand finals.
Yeah, I'm excited to see if what we're gonna see, as we saw Seth using Inkling a lot of this tournament and then switching over to Yoshi later on. So we might see
the ditto, you think?
We might see a little bit of an Inkling mirror, but I do know that obviously Seth knows how to play Inkling, so I think he'll know how to play around Uno's playstyle very well. Yoshi, a character that does pretty well against Inkling on the run, so I would be surprised if he switched off. I think we're going to see the Yoshi Inkling.
I think that's the play, because when you really think about it, again, your advantage right there, you play the character as well. You can already develop the counter strategy with a very powerful character like Yoshi. There's no slouch when it comes to projectile. Punish game as well. A lot of good tools working for Yoshi. I don't see why he would elect to go Ditto unless he feels like the first one just didn't pan out as well he thought he would.
Definitely. And what I saw from these two guys is a mastery of item play in their sets, and I'm so excited to see how they're going to use these items, how they're going to use the unique stage layouts that we've seen. It's been pretty tame thus far, just because we've seen Battlefield, Smashville, Pokemon Stadium 2. We did see Forget Orpheon.
We did get Orpheon. I was very happy to see that one.
That was great.
We got my one. We got my one. So I can't have anything negative to say for sure. I got my baby out there. But I think everybody is still hoping Paper Mario makes an appearance.
I hope that's not just us. You know, like I love Paper Mario.
You guys
I can't wait to hopefully see that stage. But we've also got some other favorites like Gerudo Valley.
Of course.
I'm on Twitch.
People are really excited.
And you kind of use that, and that's kind of like enables actually like a walk-off too. Like, you know how those sides are, so you can really get a little creative too, especially if you can go somebody to come a little too close.
Exactly. Yeah. So we'll have to see how these guys play it out. Right now, they're entering the ring in our lobby, so it's going to be set against Uno.
11:45. Yeah.
To be the grand champion.
No, to 11:45.
Final.
Absolutely, and you know, and it's kind of to the point where even though we saw Uno advance in a 2-0 fashion, you can't count Seth. You know what I'm saying? Like, he is a scrapper. You know, both of these guys, honestly, really going to set up to be quite the battle. And I couldn't pick a winner. Like I think you have to kind of tip your hat a little bit more on the side of Seth just because he plays the character. So again, that counter strategy he's already developing could come into play, but you never really know until you get there. But guess what, folks? You ain't got to wait too long. We're going to go ahead and kick off
guys, you shouldn't.
Right now. Yoshi taking on Uno with the Inkling. Let's get it on game number 1 on one of your favorite stages, Cody.
I love this stage. We're on Congo Jungle for this one. As you can see, hazards are off, so those platforms are not rotating. They're set right in the middle. So basically what that sets up is you've got a normal stage with these slants, and then you've got this sort of elevated level up there. It's hard to get up there though. You have to use both jumps, so it's not like you could just pressure somebody that's above you. Very interested to see how that's going to come into play here.
Absolutely. You see the pressure. That is exactly what Seth is putting on Uno, despite having even trailing in percent. He's continued to just get in his face. Oh my goodness, and just throwing out those haymakers, able to connect, and already
it's a tournament, but I don't know what they're doing.
It looks like Seth electing to be a little patient
12 o'clock
before just pulling that trigger, trying to get the perfect setup.
Yeah,
would love to hit that stampede because just narrowly whiff it.
Lets it go.
I'm
and
excited,
you saw
but
Stampede not coming out the tackle.
it's alive.
Just narrowly avoided by Uno.
I don't
Exactly
feel
what
so
he needed.
good.
You see Uno going for the splat roller again and again, trying to take the stock off of Seth, but Seth having none of it.
I like what Seth did there with his evasion too, because he knows if he gets caught up.
Oh my gosh! 11:47.
And just kind of reset to a neutral stance. Oh, okay, he wanted to drop that tail on him. The Yoshi bomb can be so impactful, but it was not the case there.
And Nightmare has come out to play, just will engulf the stage in darkness. I'm interested to see how both these players sort of make this happen. The tags are gone. All you can see are these brief flashes of light and this smoke.
Honestly, Inkling kind of gives it away a little bit just because of his kit, right? You kind of track him down just based off the ink mechanics, but not going to be a difference maker at all. As both these guys still very high percent. Nobody relinquishing the stock just yet.
You can see Seth is back here. He's a move that can KO in this game. There's the blade, blade beam on the side. That beam sword.
Ooh, Seth is getting real risky out here.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe a little too risky.
Oh, so that's one of the issues with the stage is that if you sort of come up under it, you don't always grab the ledge unless you're careful.
Yep.
You saw Seth going just a little bit too low, clipping through the stage.
Honestly, that kind of the way it's kind of laid out almost reminds me of Skyloft in a sense, the way you just fall through, and that's really unfortunate. However, you see almost able to instantly make up that deficit and put us back to some very even plays. Both these guys, I mean, they got the grand finals for a reason. You're seeing a very evenly matched competition take place right now.
Fighting for the smash ball. Finally, Seth is able to get it once more, has the final smash on deck, but he has to get that tackle. It's one of those moves that moves exactly horizontally, and he catches it. The Stampede is here.
He caught the roll. So smart. Again, keeping himself very disciplined and just reacting at the perfect time. That's going to put Uno behind a considerable amount. Only 53% on Seth, who's just got to be reeling with confidence right now.
Yeah, I love that Seth is using Yoshi's mobility to get to these items very quickly. Yoshi with one of the highest aerial mobilities in the game, if not the highest. You can see Uno really struggling to keep up, and also Yoshi with a lot of weight. He's a very heavy character, so Uno having trouble getting these stocks off and getting that KO.
This kind of brings a little bit of everything to the table.
Here's the destruction.
We're kind of seeing the difference maker right now.
Okay,
and you can see that healing field is there. Both these guys going to try to fight each other.
I was gonna say, why? Like Seth knocked him away. Why are you running away?
Exactly.
Enjoy that healing, my friend. It is going to be a difference maker, and maybe what kept him alive from that big time smash attack that Uno just delivered.
I think so. I think that's why he was able to survive there, just because of that healing field.
Definitely.
Exactly what Seth needed. Uno is reeling right now. Seth having the Pokeball, gonna call upon it.
All right, Bennett coming out, and that flame can be deadly. Looks like nobody's gonna get caught up by that. Uno able to strike, and we're gonna even things out. One stock apiece. 75%, however, for Uno.
So that's
the last match, it bears repeating. Just Inkling with so much damage racking capability. Have to see if he can get that percent off on the Yoshi right now. Seth using that Fire Flower. Uno able to jump out.
It says a no.
Catches the mic. I love it! I love it! And it's interesting to see him go for that play because we saw him do it a couple times and actually get the sour spot. But when in need, when the deed must be done, the spike hitbox coming out, connecting, and that's going to be game one going to Seth.
Yeah, that was awesome stuff from Seth. That's one of those things that you don't always go for, that forward air off on the side. Usually what you'll do is you'll go for it once, see if it works, and then you'll say, okay, I see what they did. Maybe they jump, maybe they air dodge, maybe they use a different recovery move, but you see it and you think, okay, maybe next time I'll kind of change up my trajectory, as you saw Seth did there. Awesome stuff. Got a huge reward out of hitting that.
I think he was really thinking in that situation, there's no negative here, because even if I whiff, even if I whiff, I have enough time to recover while he's using his super jump to get back to the stage. Even if it's sour spots, I'm still doing damage. I'm still putting myself in a good situation. So the fact that he rolled the dice on that and came through, I think that was the correct play. And those are the kind of moves you expect out of somebody looking to capture a championship now.
So it looks like we're out to Yoshi's Island once more. It's Seth's hometown again.
I don't know why people keep taking him here, but I mean, to be fair, Icesnacks made a harrowing comeback in their exchange earlier.
Yes,
so who's to say Uno can't get the job done?
Let's see what happens
beam
here.
Sword, yeah, okay. He's using it. All right, I like how he tried to get a little bit of the charge. Maybe go to the come in,
it's too
but
low,
Uno not falling prey.
Uno now has it in his arsenal, just going to throw it. Doesn't get the hit, so it's going to fly off the stage. Good up throw into the up air, exactly what he needed to rack up some damage, but Seth firing back with an up air of his own. Uno trying to take him off the top, but it's not going to happen as the smash ball is back.
Ooh, the big time upset. That's going to clear the way for Seth to get the smash ball. Love the pressure he put on Uno there. He was unrelenting. He was like, I want this smash ball, well, I'm going to take it. And imagine if he's able to get this stock off right now without using this final smash. I think that might be what he's thinking about. Gotta be careful. We've seen the greed be costly before.
That dodge!
That's the low profile, bro.
Oh my god, that was beautiful. He went to go refill his ink and he was able to dodge the stampede from Yoshi. Incredible work there.
No doubt about it, man. Absolutely sensational.
So I don't know what
really
this is. This is my phone and.
We can see Uno with the up throw, trying to get the forward air. Nothing gonna happen. He throws the splat bomb. Steel Diver is picked up by Uno, but he's gonna drop it immediately as Seth at 150%.
Yeah, gave it back to Seth. This is not the guy I want to see with any kind of items. He's already in the lead, looking to secure the victory. 3 stocks still fully intact. I mean,
whoever's joined my live stream,
he's able to take that hit and keep on ticking. Oh my goodness, actually putting on some pressure. I thought he might elect to just go for the grab, but this, you can already tell that Seth is just brimming with confidence. He wants to wrap this thing up.
See the forward throw off on the side, trying to get that forward air again, not gonna land it, but Uno just reeling off in the corner. Seth fighting his way back to center stage, trying to find these hits as he can, but gets clipped by that back air from Uno. Exactly what he needed, only 41% on his second stop.
Took him a while, but that back air able to connect. That could be exactly what he needs to just re-engage. Again, when you look at these things, only at 61%, the deficit is not anything that's insurmountable, as we see, trying to ink him up just a tab. And you can ink him up all you want. It's not going to make a difference unless you're putting some hits on him as well. Seth this evasion, okay, back off a little bit, not going to run into that splat bomb. We see the final smash ball make an appearance yet again. Has been impactful, but hasn't been game-changing thus far.
Yeah, not really. I haven't seen much happening. Uno with that just effortless dodge off of the ink refill. You can see him use the killer whale, and it looks like Seth jumped right into it, using that as a counterattack. Awesome move from Uno, but unfortunately, again, that killer whale, just one of the weaker final smashes that we've seen.
Oh, but that Death Scythe is out to play, and that could really chop somebody up. The down smash, however, going to clear the stage and clear the way for Uno to take control of it. Just going to let go just to toss it. And we see this Yoshi. He's been inked up for quite a while.
I'm going to check the time.
I like the fact he's getting the splat bomb out as well. Going to get some time to charge up his ink. And things are getting a little hairy now for Seth.
Yeah, Seth just a little bit too low, was not able to recover. You can see him attacking, sieging Dr. Wily as much as he can, wants him off the field. Finally, he's able to explode. Dr. Wily will pay his respect.
He will.
Beg for forgiveness. And Seth getting the KO there with that Yoshi bomb. Awesome stuff. And we've got a very even game, even still.
Oh, New York City!
Down to the wire. You know,
that Mario lives.
To get himself
Mario lives in New York City! New York City!
Fade that assist trophy, putting on a lot of pressure. Oh, I love the reset there. Seth, well engaged.
Yeah, Seth getting the jab into the forward tilt there, totally avoiding Mother Brain off on the top. And you saw it there again, going for the forward air off on the side to take off that stock. Dead even between these two, 83%. Seth with the forward smash, and with that, Seth will become your first grand champion of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate North America Open qualifier final first.
You know, it's really impressive the fact that he was able to just go for it. First of all, he kind of threw caution to the wind again. I thought we were going to have a little bit of deja vu. I'm just going to crook my head back and try and hit you with that spike. But no, actually able to almost use it as a setup, right? A manipulation tool. Catches him coming in on the right side and just smacks him right out. Almost to the surprise and obviously the chagrin of Uno, who put up a very valiant fight, but Seth would not be denied on this day. Take a look at the bracket. 4 very worthy competitors, but only 1 champion among them. Seth going to hold it down. All Yoshi, by the way.
No idea. All the way through, like we said before, using Inkling a lot to get to this point, but then switching over to Yoshi just could not be stopped. It did look like Icemax had something to say about it a little bit earlier, but Seth able to prevail and become your grand champion today.
No doubt about it, man. Just 3 absolutely amazing matches. All of them, in my opinion, grand finals worthy, grand final level.
Absolutely.
You really saw a lot of good use of the items as well, and I love the discipline with a lot of those finals. I cannot say the same. I get a final smash.
Sakurai!
I want the stock.
I want you back.
These guys were like, I'm calm, I'm calculated. In a lot of situations, it really was the difference maker.
Yeah, awesome stuff from Seth. Also incredible stuff to Uno, of course, and to Wisdom, Icesnacks, everybody that made it this far, and to everybody that entered. I mean,
I'm watching Super Smash Bros.
An incredible amount of entrants coming through.
And I'm the live.
This is only the first event. There are going to be 2 more in the very near future. You definitely want to sign up for those as soon as possible because they will fill up very quick.
Absolutely. We do encourage you to participate. This is a good time. And honestly, when you have an opportunity to not only play on a grand stage like Nintendo, but maybe even take it all the way to
Hello, pets.
East.
Yes.
What do you have to lose?
And then Pee-wees.
Yeah, that would be an incredible journey. But anyway, thank you guys for joining us. It's going to be it for the Northeast region. We're going to kick it over to other regions having online qualifiers. My name is Coney.
I am EE.
And we're going to see you guys very shortly. Don't go anywhere.
Take care, guys.
Well, congratulations to Seth. He is your Northeast Regional Champion. But if you're a fan of Uno, do not fret. Uno has a chance to join us for the second final, March 2nd. Got to grind through the open qualifiers.
And now, yay! Finally, we can watch some new characters.
Seth and Yoshi did a great job of not only controlling the stage, but taking
Yoshi did a great job.
Yeah, unfortunately he dropped the first Smash Ball that he was able to catch within that Game 1 and Game 2, but nonetheless, in Game 1 he was able to catch Uno's landing with the Smash attack, and he was actually able to take his stock that way. But then Nightmare coming out, making both players a little stagnant for a little bit. Both players wanted to keep it cool. They didn't want to throw any hitboxes just in case they happened to be off stage as well. But of course, finishing Game 1 with that fair spike on Uno, adding a little bit of excitement to Game 1 while they went on to Game 2. And Toph, I know you saw what was going on there.
Yeah, that was, there was definitely a lot of really stellar play in terms of, I mean, you mentioned catching the line.
Yes.
That was how the set ended as well, where pretty much
Sakurai! When Sakurai comes!
With, like, the way he was
I want our boy Sakurai. Daddy Sakurai, come on. Come on and put some new Pokemons or something.
Gotta really be able
you
to
put some more?
predict those landings to find those openings.
Oh, more.
Yeah,
now there's Petey Piranha.
Overall in this qualifiers with using the roller to ground his opponents, get the up smash, but it seemed as if Seth was
finally there's Petey. Yay!
Doing a great job of avoiding
Petey Piranhas is back.
Really took advantage of getting that smash ball, but Uno able to avoid that. And you talk about how fast
Wisdom and Uno
has to respond to those threats on the stage.
What's that?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think that, like, all in all, like, if I'm being honest, like, one of the advantages Seth is going to have with Yoshi Yoshi is able to get those pretty low percent KOs, and also just the way he was playing around roller, like you mentioned. I mean, I saw at one point where Uno was going through roller, and Seth actually just grabbed him out of it. Because, I mean, Yoshi's tongue obviously does have that.
12 o'clock!
Roller. You're not even going to be able to get to the Yoshi.
And looking at Uno as well, too, typically we see with Inkling, they're able to get so much ink on their opponent, but Seth did a great job of staying relatively clean. Yoshi not needing much of a shower after this one because there wasn't a lot of ink on him.
Yeah, and when there was ink, you saw how whenever he was in shield, the ink would cover his egg, and that would actually be an indication for Uno to know like, when he had to go into the KO, and then whenever he had to get that knockback, since the ink actually adds on to that.
And so if you look at Yoshi as a character, as we said earlier, 14 characters over these 16 players, so a lot of diversity, but what is it about Yoshi that allows him to be this competitive?
Yes, Pa. Yes, Pa.
For
Johnny.
me, like,
Johnny.
one of the biggest differences that Yoshi has from his previous iterations that makes him really strong. One, he can throw really strong projectile. Two, he can actually down beat 3 platforms, which gives that move a little bit of versatility as well. And I think one of Yoshi's biggest strengths in general is just the maneuverability. Like, when you're in the air with Yoshi, you feel like you have so much freedom of moving in the air. So I feel like Yoshi's actually, even though Yoshi's a very heavy character, Yoshi's also a very maneuverable character.
Also very competent.
Guys, can you just end the tournament or something? I just want Sakurai.
Inkling, and that's what we were able to see from Seth's play versus Uno. And you know, understanding the matchup could be very important whenever you play against characters that you may not really
already.
All right, well, that is the Northeast region. Congratulations to Seth and Yoshi as they advance to PAX East. Let's go ahead and find out who our next qualifiers for PAX East will be. Let's send it on over to the Southwest Regional, where we're joined by D1 and 9. That'll bring you the action here.
Just gonna. Joker. Joker is back.
Persona.
Is he a new Smash? Oh my gosh! They added him.
More games, more features, more fun. Nintendo Switch Online. With a Nintendo Switch Online membership, you'll get
New York City.
catalog of classic NES titles.
Joker.
Online play and cloud.
Never heard of it.
Save data. Also, you can enhance your experience.
New
with the smartphone
character.
and get access to special offers.
Like who does that?
The service is
Like
available
who
now.
even does that?
Think about which plan is right for you. If your family has 2 or more accounts, you can save some money with the family membership. More games, more features, more fun. Nintendo Switch Online.
Is that it? Oh no, poor Mrs. Sakurai. I thought it's gonna happen. Like he's gonna introduce the... No, there's no... Huh? Is this... Oh yeah, Petey Piranha. The same thing as P.T. Piranha. I've seen it before, and dude, my upgrade. Just the heck. This has hurt so much. My hair is so really bad. And should have been put.
What's up, guys? We are here at the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate North America Open Southwest online event qualifiers here in the Southwest region. And I'm really excited, of course, because I'm going to be here with my boy Ninehole Greens. Of course, this is D1.
What?
It's good to finally be working with you, and I know that a lot of viewers at home are excited to see what we had. We saw some exciting matches earlier, so talk a little bit about the format before we get this started.
Dude,
Of course, you know, going into this, we're going to be having
makes sense.
single elimination matches with items on stock,
Dude,
and
that
also
totally
I believe
makes not
we're going to be having
sense.
like about 12 stages that are going to be
Right,
here too. A lot of different stages,
thought
and
it's
it's going to be
gonna
really
happen.
interesting. Of course, there are going to be 4 players that are going to be duking it out, and they're going to try to see if they can at least be the Southwest
Thank you guys
region
for watching
champion.
this
Here it is. Check out the
video.
bracket.
You can see it right there. Subaru, Arrow,
What live
Ramon,
stream should
M64,
I
and
do?
Numbering. They battled. There were a lot of people.
I
They went
thought
through, I believe,
Super
9
Smash
rounds to
Bros.
get
is
here,
gonna
but they still have
add
2 more that they have to get
Smash
to. Of course, the winner of this will be
Brothers
punching
in
their
here,
ticket to
a
PAX,
new
which I know is a
character.
fantastic prize. We actually know some of the players these two have been playing here at the top, Subaru and Arrow. Talk about that for a minute.
Well, absolutely. Checking out Arrow. Arrow was actually able to take out a well-known player out of the Southwest region by the name of Fallen, who actually is really solid when it comes to Super Smash.
Is that a game? I don't know what the game is,
what's going to go on over here. Of course,
I don't know what's all about.
And Arrow uses Young Link. And
they added anime.
Ramon M64 used Mega Man earlier, Numbreon Ness, and all 4 of these players exclusively used the characters that we just gave them respectively. They do not have to